So guys, what's going on? Instant match reaction finishes tonight at Old Trafford. Manchester United 2, Tottenham Hotspur 0. And what an enjoyable game and 90 minutes of football that was. We absolutely battered Spurs from minute 1 to minute 90. We were all over them. And I'll tell you this now, that game could have been 6 or 7-0 if we could finish our chances. It ends 2-0 to Manchester United. And we won that game tonight is because Ten Hag killed Antonio Conte with that press. People told me to be worried about Harry Kane. People told me to be worried about Heung-min Son. Where were they today? I'll tell you where they were. One was in Martinez's pocket the whole game, and the other was in Varane's. That's how easy they were to play against tonight. And I knew before the game, I was a bit worried because Spurs were going into a bit of form. We know Antonio Conte likes to play. But I tell you what, that fossil football, which was invented in the 1990s or so, can only get you so far. And tonight, we absolutely killed off Conte. We killed off that style of football. And that's down to Ten Hag tonight. His game plan worked to perfection. You know, as I said, we never allowed Kane to get a space on the ball. We never allowed Son to get a space on the ball. And that's their only threats. They are absolutely nothing. That Spurs side without Kane and Son are absolutely nothing. And you can say Kulusevski and Richarlison were injured. That would have made a difference. No, it wouldn't have. Not tonight it wouldn't have. Because we were on our A game. And that was one proud performance from the boys tonight. And I just hope that I can stay consistent. Because we were absolutely brilliant. As I said, controlled the game from minute 1 to 90. We were on top, creating chances. And as I said earlier, that game could have been 6 or 7-0, and I do wish it was. But that's a period win at the moment. We can't just find the net. We found it through a deflection and a really good Bruno goal. But I always thought the goal was coming because we were so dominant tonight. We really were. And I was so proud of the players tonight because I didn't know what I was going to see tonight. I really did not know what I was going to see going into this game with the last couple of weeks or so and the period we're in, coming up against a very solid Spurs side at the moment, who, you know, on some good form. I was like, oh, what's going to happen tonight? I really don't feel we're going to get something here. But at the end of the day, we started really well. We started on top. We pressed well. The press tonight was absolutely brilliant. And that really just frightened Spurs, the way we came out of them. Because Spurs thought they were going to come here and get a few chances tonight. I don't remember them getting one. Maybe the Harry Kane one, which David Gea saved easily. But we stopped them from playing tonight. And that was the most important thing going into the game. If we can stop Spurs from playing and stop them from, you know, seizing up the play, frustrating us, getting that goal when we need it. We needed the first goal tonight. When we got that, I knew we were going to get the second because Spurs had to come out. They had to commit players. And we found that last space in for Bruno Fernandes to curl one in the right corner. And I'm really happy with that, guys. I really am so happy with that. Because to respond like that after what we've been through the last couple of weeks or so, for me, is a massive positive. And I just want to see that on a consistent basis. But you know what I mean? What a performance that was. I'm so happy with that tonight. I really am. And the same has to go against Chelsea on the weekend now. The same has to go because everyone tonight was perfect. Casemiro in that midfield. What a privilege it is to see him at our club. Martinez and Varane at the back. Those two, man, those two at the back are incredible. The way they just pocketed Kane and Son today with ease, was so impressive. So I'm so happy with that because Kane is not someone, you know, who gets pocketed much. He always finds that gap. He finds the goal. He didn't have a sniff tonight. He did not have a sniff. Very good performance, guys. But the team going into the game, it was David De Gea in net. Left-hand side, it was Luke Shaw. Right-hand side, Diego Dallo. And then Varane and Martinez. In the middle, it was Casemiro alongside Fred, which Eriksen was not fit, which I thought, again, we needed Eriksen. I said before, that could be a killer in that midfield with Fred starting. But he was really good. He was minting that midfield today. I just think he thrived off everyone else having a good performance. Everyone just followed everyone else, which I really was happy with because you always find that one or two people in the game let the team down a bit, don't perform well. Everyone tonight performed really well and deserves credit for that because it's not an easy side. They will frustrate you like they did today with the first 45 minutes. They will anger you and they will normally get in behind and get a goal, but they didn't do that today. And that's credit to Manchester United and Ten Hag for the game plan tonight. So that was the midfield. Bruno, Rashford, Antony and And Sancho, of course, that was the front three. No Martial, he's still not available. Ronaldo's on the bench, walked off at the end there. Trouble in paradise there again with Ronaldo. Bit disrespectful, but again, you get his frustration with that not being played in for 1 minute of that game. So that was the team going into the game. And, as I said, the credit I gave the team started really fast. The first 45 minutes, that's the most dominant I've seen Manchester United this season. We were on top for the full 45. We were creating chance after chance. It wasn't going in for us. And that's been our troubles over the last couple of weeks or so. So we go into the second half, 0-0. We're thinking, how can we come out? Can we get that early goal? We do. Fred gets the goal, deflected off Ben Davies into the net. And that was deserved. That was coming. And I was just so glad to get the goal, especially that early as well. Because that had to open Spurs up. Spurs' game plan was to get that game to about 70th minute and then try and commit players when Manchester United are tired. We never got tired tonight. We really didn't. That's just a Ten Hag ball. That's the Ten Hag press, which he wants to add to his team, and we really saw that in full effect tonight. So, yeah, second half, get that goal, and then shortly after, Bruno Fernandes gets the second with a curler. It could have been 6 or 7, as I said, but 2-0, clean sheet again, convincing performance. I'm absolutely over the moon with that, guys. But let me know what you guys thought of the game, guys, before we get into my player ratings. How impressive were you with that performance tonight? Because, as I said, best performance of the season by far. And that's the standard we set now. That's the standard I want to see. That's the performance I want to see every single week, whether away or home. Control the game. I've not seen us control the game for 90 minutes like that. And I know it's a bit easier to do that against Spurs with the way they play. And you won't be able to do that against every single side. But if you can get into the game, if you can get at your opponent straight away, they will fear this side. They will fear the pace. They will fear the vision that the players have as well, because players don't like running back to their goal, and that's what we did a lot tonight. So very, very happy with that, guys. But player ratings, David De Gea tonight made 1 or 2 really good saves. The save from Kane, which was their only decent shot, I think, and on target the whole game from Kane. I'll give him a solid 5 today. 6 to average 6, because again, made 1 really good save, kept a clean sheet, and you have to praise your keeper and your defence when they keep a clean sheet. Dalot tonight, I thought Dalot was really, really good. Really impressed with Diego Dalot. I'm going to give Dalot a solid 7 today. Really, really good. And he's coming into his own. And again, he has been a bit iffy recently. The last 2 games or so, he's been a bit off it. But today, he just adds so much to that wing. He adds so much attacking threat. He was really good defensively today. So I will give Dalot a solid 7. Martinez, I'm going to give an 8. Varane, I'm going to give an 8. Because to pocket Kane and Son, as I said, in the way they did, it's not easy to do. Not many defenders will be able to do that. Martinez had Kane in his pocket. And, I've seen the press lately. I've been hearing the things out. I've been looking around. I'm not seeing anything about Martinez anymore. I wonder why that is. Because he's proved everyone wrong. He's proved he can do it in the Prem, and he's proven that he can keep clean sheets every single week and play against the best. He can play against the best like Harry Kane. Very, very happy. Very happy with the defence. So both of them for me get an 8. Luke Shaw for me again gets a solid 7. Same as Dalot. Really, really good today. I think Shaw's coming into his own as well. With Malacia coming into the squad and taking his place. Shaw didn't like that. He's been in the gym. He's been getting trained up. He's lost weight. And he means business now. And that can only mean good for Manchester United. Because we know how good Shaw can be when he's at his best. So for me, I'm going to give Shaw a 7 as well. Fantastic from him today. Casemiro, I'm going to give a solid 9 today. 9 for Casemiro. Really, really good. Probably my man of the match in that midfield today, because he is just sensational. We know how good he was from his Real Madrid days. We didn't know if he'd come to the Prem and adjust to it quickly. Today, he came into that midfield. He absolutely bossed it. His vision in that midfield, just the simple passes he makes, which helps the game a lot. Because if you keep on passing it, you're going to find that extra option. And that's what Casemiro does. He's not one of those players which picks up the ball, drives forward a bit. He picks up the ball, he looks for that short pass straight away, which is the best thing to do in that midfield because it opens up a lot more space. So for me, I'm going to give Casemiro a 9 today. Just a breath of fresh air in the midfield. We've needed that for a very, very long time. So I'm going to give Casemiro a 9 for me today. Fred, I'm going to give a 7 as well. You got to give credit where credit is due. Fred today, really, really good. Really good. Coming into the side, replacing Eriksen. Everyone was a bit questionable about it. No one really thought it was the best idea. Scored today and was really good. His energy in that midfield today, winning the ball back when he lost it. Creating that chance, having a dig that goal. Confidence. That's a confidence builder performance from Fred today. Really, really happy with that. Considering he's not been in the side, he's not started. To come in and do that today, Really, really good. So for me, going to give Fred a 7 as well today. I would give him an 8, but actually I would give him an 8 because he did score as well, didn't he? So yeah, I will give Fred an 8. Marcus Rashford today, I'll give a 7. That goal wasn't there, and that's the only thing Rashford's struggling with at the moment. The finish is not there. The clinical bit, the clinical edge in his game has gone a bit from the first couple of games or so when he was scoring. So for me, I'm going to give Rashford I'll give him a 7 today. It was unfortunately had some really good efforts at goal, created some good chances, but again, the goals are just lacking in his game right now. And once they get back, we'll see a lot more confidence from Marcus Rashford. Anthony today, I'm going to give an 8. Anthony. How good I love watching Anthony play. People call him a one-trick pony. People say, he might not be able to cut it in the Prem. I don't think he'll be that good. I've had nothing bad to say about Anthony so far this season when he's played, and he looks like he's going to be sticking his place in the team as well. And by these performances, the silkiness Anthony provides in this side, it's just lovely to watch. So for me, I'm going to give Anthony a solid 8. Very unlucky not to score as well, as he had a few good efforts at goal. But again, he just adds that extra bit of creativity in the attack, which we were missing come the start of the season, to be fair. So, really happy with him. Sancho, I'm going to give a 6 today. I don't know what's going wrong with Sancho at the moment. It's concerning. I really like Sancho. I want him to do well in the side. But again, he did a bit better when he went to the right. And I think that's the problem, because since Anthony came in, Anthony's been playing on the right, Sancho hasn't really got it his way. So, that's probably affecting him. But again, he's just looking like he has space on the side. He's not taking on his man. He's not doing that at the moment, and that's a worry. So for me, I'm going to give Sancho a 6 today. But again, it was a very good performance. I'm not going to say anything too bad about him. And then up top, that's finished, isn't it? Rashford was our number 9 today. There was no Ronaldo, so we can't rate Ronaldo today. So, yeah, Bruno, that's the last one I forgot. Bruno Fernandes for me today gets an 8. Really, really happy to see Bruno play as well as he did today, because he has had his critics. He has had his critics from me. I thought Bruno has been a bit lost this season, but today he switched on, scored a brilliant goal, created a ton of chances, and was just so calm in that midfield today. And so, I'm happy with Bruno. I'm really happy with his performance. And hopefully that's the standard he sets for himself as well by today's performance, because when he's like that, when he's playing his best, he's a real asset to this side, because we create a lot more chances with him in the side when he's playing his best. So for me, I'm going to give Bruno Fernandes a solid 8. And overall, Ten Hag today, I'm going to give a 10. Spot on. Absolutely got the game plan spot on. Yeah, killed Conte with the press, and that was the killer for Spurs today. They didn't expect us to come out how we did. They didn't expect us to press how we did, and we killed them with that. And once you do that against Spurs, they don't know what to do. Once they can't get Kane and Son involved, they don't know what to do, and we showed that today. So very happy, guys. Very, very good. Best performance of the season. Proud of the players, really, really proud. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think down below. If you did enjoy the video, smash a like. Subscribe if you're new, guys. I want to see the same against Chelsea. I want to see this be the standard we set now, and our season to begin from a whole. So yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think. Subscribe. Comment your thoughts on the game. But anyway, guys, enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Goodbye.